guys on this call. Okay, so we're just gonna get straight to it because today will mostly be me talking and you guys listening. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So basically, the market has for lack of better words, it has a blueprint that it follows. Okay, so there's a pattern it works with, right? So I want you guys to keep this in the back of your minds. I sent you guys a PDF on the group so you could easily read it. And where I want you guys to focus on is the economic releases that actually impact the market. They're all on the PDFs on the group, which is very important because every currency has the economic background to it, okay? So they all behave differently and they probably all have different news that will affect them on different days. So like USD, we have FOMC. For AUD, you can see we have cash rate, the bank statements, and so on and so forth. So basically, the market is just a movement of value, right? So there's a synergy to knowing where the market is heading to or what to expect, okay? So, basically, the microeconomic news is very important for our trading. And I know you guys might not catch up to this very soon, but then I'll be telling you guys what we'll be focusing on every day for the next couple of months while you guys learn how to interpret every news you see here and to know which is going to be active and which is not. And then thirdly, when you come to the market, there is usually a theme for the week. So last week was on gold. Last week, everybody was focused on gold because of the war going on. And of course, the new rumor of inflation. Okay, so very important to know what we'll be focusing on. And for next week, we have, this is for next week. This is what we have. We have FOMC, that will be on Wednesday. Now, keep in mind, my time is different from yours, so you have to check what time you'll be having FOMC. Okay, I have FOMC on Wednesday by 7 p.m. If you go to forexfactory.com, you might find something different depending on your time zone. And then we have AUD unemployment, which is by Thursday, 1 a.m. my time. Now, the moment we have a news on FOMC and the market picks a direction, right? Now, combining with our correlation, we probably will get on AUD, USD, and USD card, we'll get a movement of solid 100 to 150 pips just on USD card. On US30, we probably will get 5,000 pips, which is 500 points to 1,000 points just by trading FOMC. Okay. So you could easily go back in time. You do this on your own term. You check for FOMC news. If you want to see when last we had an FOMC statement, you just click here and you could see we had the last was on 26th of January and we had 15 December 2021. And these are all the past FOMC that you could backtest to see what happened on those days, just to give you an edge of what to expect in the market, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically this is the fundamental aspect. The next thing we'll be working on is our chart, because this is the most important part, okay? And you all know this is Euro USD. What I like to do is to have now this is the 1 hour, and I'm pointing that out because Javi is a newbie, so he doesn't really know all this. I'm sure he does, but then I'm just still pointing it out. So you can see this is the 1 hour and this is the daily separation. So each separation here is 1 day, right? Now, you could say average pips movement for Euro USD, right? So what is the average pip movement for Euro USD? So if we have around 100 pips daily, right?
Yeah.
Right, so if we have about 100 pips daily, this gives us a template to know how far our take profit will be since we're trading in a single day, right? So we could see, let's see, for this day we had 100 pips. For this day we had 200 pips. And this we had about 150. So if you see this, you notice it's always a round figure, 100 pips, 150, and 200 pips, right? So what I like to do is have a 50 pips separation on my chart. Now there's an indicator for this. You could have an indicator for this. You could easily download it. So I just have 50 pips separation on each. So this is 100 pip separation, and you can see it from the figure. That's 1.085, then 1.09, 1.095, and this will be 1.1, right? Then we have 1.15, and so on and so forth, right? So I have, so you could do this on all pairs. There's an easier way to do it, which is by easily downloading an indicator called, if you're using the Windows, a Windows laptop, this is a MacBook, so it doesn't support indicators. You could just download this in the market indicator, right? And you could get this and it will give you a round figure. So you could just get this on your MT5 or MT4 and it will give you a round figure of something like this instead of doing it manually. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, because he already has it, you don't, so you will need to get it.
Okay, let me.
So once we have this on our chart, we have a 50 pips separation on all. And I want you to closely see how they behave, how price behaves when it gets to those points, which is very important to this strategy. Okay. So you can see how price behaved when it got to those points. Now, on Friday, which was this, immediately after the news, we had the consumer sentiment, which I didn't really take any trades on Friday, but then I had those trades set up on my saved item, right? I'm going to send you a screenshot of what I had that I was supposed to trade, but then I didn't take any of the trade, which all happened to be accurate, unless for USD card, which I was supposed to edit. And we had Euro USD on Thursday. So you can just go on Telegram and see what we had on Thursday, what I had on Thursday and on Friday. So they are now on Telegram. So I had those levels. So those levels are exactly how I know my take profit and my stop loss. Okay. So you can see after the ECB news on Thursday, there was a buy. Now we're going to cover this slowly. But basically what I'm trying to make you guys understand is these numbers are very important to the strategy. 50 pips on each, right? And on USD card, same thing, 50 pips on each. On AUD USD, 50 pips. So you see, this was right on this. Now I was supposed to take a buy on Friday, but I was a bit busy and skeptical for trading that day, so I didn't even trade. And this took 50 pips already. And I had all these setups, but then I never got around to taking any of them. Now this is just to tell you guys, this is not guessing. Once you get this concept and this idea on how the market moves, it becomes easier for you to know when to pick a trade and when to not pick a trade. Now, let's say I'm taking a trade today, right? Or on Monday or any day. I won't take a trade unless it's at a level of 50 pips. So I only take trades here. So I only take trades at this level, right? At this level. So those are my entries. Those are my entries. And my stop loss is usually 25 pips on each. So if I have a entry here, my take profit is usually 50 to 100 pips, and my stop loss is usually 25 pips. So there's a value in between this, which is 25. So there's a 25 pips value right here. So like now that the indicator you get here will make all this easy for you. So you don't have to do all these manual setups, okay?
Okay.
So this makes the work a lot easy. Now, this is the number 2 factor. The number 3 factor is we don't trade unless we have a news release, right? So we don't trade unless there's a news release. Now, you could see the news for Friday on USD card, we had the card by 2:30. Now, if you go on your chart and you check for 2:30, this was the card news. You see it went 50 pips down, it sold for 50 pips, right? And then after we had the release of the consumer sentiment, it bought for 50 pips. Now, I know this looks easy, but then there's a way to verify your entry. We just don't isolate this and have an entry. We just don't see this and buy here because this market could easily sell or buy. So there's what we use called correlation of pairs, which is combining 2 or 3 pairs at the same time just to know what will happen to a certain pair. Okay, so that's where correlation comes in. Okay, I hope this information is not much for you, Harry, but this video is being recorded, so you're going to have access to it and then watch it all over again, just in case you've missed anything, okay?
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And for US30, which I just sent you guys a screenshot, we had a sell from here that I never got around to send to the signal group. I think, but sometimes you don't take every trade just because the market is moving your way. So you have to be patient. If you don't feel like trading for the day, I think you should just take out time and then just stay out, because sometimes not trading is also trading.
Okay.
So for US30, we have these are the values. You have 3,000, then we have 3,005, then 34,000, 34,005. Those are the levels for US30. For AUD USD, same thing. If you're confused, just look for a round figure. If you're confused, just look for a round figure like this, which is well, very far. Okay, this is 175. Then you look for 50 pips below, which will be 45. And this gives you a very clean 50 pip separation. That's if you don't have the indicator. And now this indicator makes everything easy, makes you to stress less, and then everything is plotted for you by the indicator right here. So this is also very important. You're going to help send a Harvey the save template for your indicator, okay?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking to the.
Oh.
Yeah, is it there?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So you just send him a template for your indicator. You could set it up for Forex and then also for indexes, and you send him that, because my Windows laptop is not with me, so I can't do that right now. So I'll be counting on you guys to work together and make things easy for yourselves. Okay.
Yeah.
So
okay.
So we covered 3 things, which are knowing what news to trade, and then secondly, knowing our levels on when to expect a trade. Then third is waiting. we have to wait. Like, you don't take a trade on USD until after this news. Let's say I give you guys a news and I say, this is the most important news for the day. You wait for after the news. It doesn't matter if it's a minute. Now, if the news is by, let's say, around figure like 4 p.m., the news is like 4 p.m., usually the news will start moving immediately. The market will start moving immediately after the news. If it's somewhere around 2:30, it usually will start moving on the next candle. Okay, so that's something to note. So you always check what candle is forming and how many hours is left, which is also very important. So now we've covered our levels. We've covered the fundamental aspect, which will also need more work. So we're going to talk about that, and I'm going to send you guys a little couple links so you could study how the economy works and then what news to actually expect to move the market, okay? Now, for next week, which is from Monday, our major focus will be on GPB-USD, like I said, which we have USD on Wednesday, and then we have the GPB monetary policy on Thursday. And on Friday, the only news we have here are JPY monetary policy, and then Euro, which this will be a very important news for Friday, right? And then CAD, the CAD doesn't really move the market that much. So basically, Friday might not be a good day to trade, and our best days to trade will be Wednesday and Thursday. Now on Monday, we're going to be having Euro and CHF, right? Which is also important. Now, the next important aspect is to know what days to trade what pairs. I hope you get that. So Monday and Tuesday are usually for Euro and AUD. Then from Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, USD are usually in control. So once you know what you're trading, so for Monday and Tuesday, we usually be focused on Euro USD, USD CHF, AUD USD, UK 100, and then we have UK 100, okay, which is this for Monday and Tuesday, and then STOXX for Monday and Tuesday. Then on Thursday and Friday days you want to trade US30, USD CAD, AUD USD, Euro USD. Basically, I think I will send you guys a list of what we'll be trading on the group, so you could just write it down somewhere so you don't miss it. Okay.
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 So yeah, sounds good.
So that being said, I like to make videos that are very short. So whenever someone else is watching, it doesn't spend 2 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
So for today, we covered our levels, which are this for 50 pips for this. For currency pairs is 50 pips. For indexes is what? 5,000 pips, which is also 500 points, which is 50 pips, or let's just say for the benefit of understanding, the same thing as 50, because this is 500. This is 5,000 pips. So we're going to just say, okay, 5,000 pips for indexes and 50 pips for currencies. And then days for trading is very important. If you trade a different pair on Monday, let's say GPB-USD on Monday, and there's no GPB news on Monday, you probably are going to lose money. No, and now this has nothing to do with anybody's strategy. This has to do with this strategy I'm teaching you, okay? So this strategy works that way. You have to be specific on what you're trading and on what days. Now you can see why on Friday, like I said, USD, US30, you could see, I'm sorry, give me a minute. you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, so assignment for you guys is I want you to go back and study the following pairs. Study US30 and JP 225, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, okay? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then tell me how or what you noticed about those pairs on those days. And then study USD CHF, Euro USD, Monday and Tuesday. Okay?
Okay.
And yeah, Monday, Tuesday, and then US30, USD card, and AUDUSD Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this is going to be a very interactive class, and I want you guys to really come out from this class as very good traders. It doesn't matter how long you've been trading. The whole point is you paid to become a very good trader. And I'm going to try my best to explain how I trade. Now, you guys have to put in the work also to dedicate yourself to learning, because I can always show you, but then you have to be able to see what I see, right? Because I know what I see, but then I'll try my best to explain every single detail to you guys. So like I said, for next week, we'll be focused on Monday, we'll focus on trading Euro USD and USD CHF. Okay. On Tuesday, we have GPB. We probably are going to be looking at GPB, and then we have Euro. But then we are expecting market to actually start moving from Thursday. So we're expecting market movement from Thursday, but we'll still be trading on Monday and Tuesday. Now, we'll only be trading if price is around our entry levels. Once after the news, price is not around the entry level, we don't trade. So we wait for price to be around the entry level. If we're buying, we take a buy, and then our stop loss is maximum 25 pips, which is in between this and this. So half of the division here, which is around this point. Okay. So on Monday and Tuesday, we'll be trading Euro USD, USD CHF, we'll be trading UK 1100 and STO XX50. So these are the pairs we'll be trading on Monday. I will also send you guys notifications so we are online. If you're not online, no problem. We'll also do a review of what happened in the market for that day. Okay?
Okay.
Right. So
Yeah.
So I think we'll end here, and then we'll have another call tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll be covering correlation, right? So we'll be covering how this works. Now for you, I know you already have a few of the strategy. Harvey doesn't, okay? But then I know you understand a lot of the strategies already. So you probably might be helping Abby out a little with a little knowledge you have, okay? Because I know you also be trading, so you have a few things to say. But then we'll be covering our class on correlation tomorrow, and same time tomorrow. So and if anybody is going to be busy, just notify me so we could reschedule, okay? Since it's just the three of us, it will be easier to cover whatever we need to cover. And then if you're busy, you let me know, so we'll find